What does that even mean, Bowers Game Corner?
Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another game review, another special Kickstarter review. And today I'm very excited to be checking out Twistocity from Michael Kiely. It's for 2 to 6 players, ages 14 and up, and it'll take about an hour to play. And this is a party game coming to a Kickstarter near you very soon, where you will be telling tongue twisters. But it's not that easy, because you are going to be telling tongue twisters in crazy, unique, totally insane voices that will make things, well, progressively more difficult. What am I talking about? Let's open it up and see how it works. Alright then, we're going to go over Twistocity and how it works. But before we do that, I do want to mention this is the promotional copy in front of me, so take everything you see here with a grain of salt. Obviously, your cards are not going to look like that. So, first and foremost, we have our handy-dandy rule sheet. It is 3 pages, single-sided, and this one's not going to have any pictures or artwork. When it gets to you, it will, though. It's a very, very simple rule booklet. It'll have you up and running in no time at all. Very well done, simple game. Did not overcomplicate the rule booklet. So we're going to go over the components, and then we'll get into how the gameplay works and what you're going to be doing. So what you're going to be doing in this game is you're actually going to be telling tongue twisters. But it's not that easy, because in addition to telling difficult tongue twisters, other people are going to be able to play different cards on you that will make you say the tongue twister in different voices, pretending like that you're a bleached blonde or a buff bodybuilder or a stage actor, various different stuff, but we'll show you how that works in a second. So there's going to be 2 kinds of cards, tongue twisters and then twist. The tongue twisters, obviously pretty self-explanatory, they are tongue twistered. Discerning Daryl directly delivered discipline after downwardly darting dastardly daggers. So I would have failed that one. Let's go through a couple more. The zippy zigzagging Zeppelin zeroed in zapping zany Zed. I think I'd get that one. Let's see. Lewis the Legislator legibly legislates legal ledgers. So those are the ones like that, but yours are going to look more along the lines of this with different artwork and graphic design. So those are going to be the tongue twisters. They are just that. They are tongue twisters. Now, where the game's going to get interesting are these twist cards right here. And we'll go over a couple different kinds of cards in here. There's going to be 2 main kinds of cards. There's going to be personas, and then there are going to be action cards. Now, persona cards, when you have them, you're going to play them on other people to make their tongue twisters more difficult. Action cards can be played on you or an opponent, depending on what the action card says. So we'll check out some of these. Wrap it up. You're going to have to flow like a rapper when you're doing your tongue twister. Say, yo, check it, then wrap your tongue twister while any player drops a beat. We got teaser trailers. Speak in your best movie trailer voice. Start with, in a world where... We got Deja Vu. This is one of the action cards. Current player must read their successful tongue twister again to score the game point. Yikes. They might have just completed a difficult one, and you know what? This one's going to make it so that you have to do it again. As you can see right there, it's very clearly labeled, use on another player. So that's really helpful. We got a robot here, talk like a robot, a bleached blonde, the buff bodybuilder, pump it up, and with a flex in the grunt. And then we are also going to have some cards that you'll play on yourself, like the second win one. Reread your currently failed tongue twister. So if you feel, I might be able to get this one, you're going to be able to reread it. There's a whole big stack of them. Some of them, there's a drill sergeant. Some of them will make you, is there an echo? Speak with an echo. Say every word, twice. Some are going to steal other people's cards or other people's victory points, but let's show you how the game is played, and then we can get to my thoughts at the end. So the game is very, very simple. When you start off the game, everyone is going to get 1 tongue twister card. They'll take a look at that, and then you're going to pick out who the first player is. They're going to grab their tongue twister, and if no one else decides to play a twist card on it, they're just going to read it. So, selfish shellfish selfishly sell shells to shellless fish. I think I got that. So, if you get it, you're going to gain 2 twist cards for yourself, for you to use, and you're going to keep this card to symbolize a point, and you're going to be going to 10 points. Now, the next player going around is going to draw another card. So let's see. They're like, all right, does anyone want to do anything? And you say, oh, yeah, we're gonna play this one, so you have to be a bodybuilder. So they play it in front of you. So now you're going to have to read this like a bodybuilder. So speak like a buff bodybuilder, and with a flex and a grunt. Fred the fried fresh fish fritters. Ooh. So I would get 2 points once again. But every once in a while, you're actually, well, a lot of the while, I should say, you're not going to be able to successfully do that. Now, you are going to be penalized because you're not going to get the victory point. However, you'll still get to draw an additional twist card, which you'll be able to put in your hand and play on different players. But you're going to continue to go around the points, getting to 10 game points, or however many points you want to go to, and then telling tongue twisters. And that, in a nutshell, is how Twistocity is played. Alright Alrighty then, Twistocity from Michael Kiely coming to a Kickstarter near you very, very soon. What about Thunder Flux? Let's go over the pros, let's go over the cons. First, on the con side. Let's get the obvious one out of the way. This is a game where you're telling tongue twisters in silly voices. There you go. Some people are going to absolutely hate that. They will. I had one person I played this with who hated every second of this game and just passed because he didn't want to play. And you're going to have that. He's definitely not the biggest fan of party games, and I knew that, but we already started. He's like, yeah, I'll get in here. Let's check it out. So yeah, if you hate party games, you might want to steer clear of this. Also, there's a little bit too much take that in this game for me. I liked a little bit where they'd have to repeat a tongue twister after they successfully did it. I liked that little bit, but there were certain cards that just like stole victory points. Like, oh, you completed that? Well, guess what? Now I get it, and it's just like, hey, what's up with that? It just felt kind of cheap. I didn't like those cards so much. The last con I have with the game is that it does take a little bit too long for me. I think an hour for a party game, just in general, is just a smidge bit too long, but luckily you can easily fix that by just adjusting the amount of points you go to. So, moving on to the pros, I was skeptical about this game. I read through the rules, and I was like, ooh, this is going to be a stinker on my hands. And we played it the first time on game night, with gamers, and within 5 minutes, and it was actually in the Twitter picture that I sent, we were laughing hysterically. This game is fun. That is the best compliment I can get this game. This game is fun and hilarious, and you and your friends, as long as you like party games, are going to laugh your faces off at some of the various different things that you have to do. Now, in this game, you're only allowed to have, I believe, one different persona at a time. We made it so that you could have up to 2, and that really changed things quite drastically and made it just absolutely insane. We were trying to be a buff bodybuilding robot, and it's just silly, zany fun. After a while, we stopped caring about the score, which is always the good sign of a party game, and just had a blast playing it. This game is going to go over really well with the family crowd, with the lightweight crowd, with the work crowd. When you don't want to bust out something that's as heavy as the Resistance because you're afraid, as heavy as the Resistance where you're afraid they're going to confuse them, bust out this. Everybody knows what a tongue twister is. Everybody knows what a Valley Girl sounds like, or a robot sounds like, or a bodybuilder, or a Shakespearean actor, and this is just going to let them unleash that zany awesomeness. Twistocity was a very pleasant surprise to me. It's coming to a Kickstarter near you very, very soon. If it looks like it might be your cup of tea, which if you're in the market for a party game, I would wholeheartedly recommend checking this one out. Then go check it out. I'll post the link in the Kickstarter down below. Tell them Bowers Game Corner sent you. Also, in the comments below, let me know what is your favorite party game of all time, and do you like party games? I personally love party games. I love just having the option that, oh, we have 8 people, guess what? We have this, or this, or this, or this. If we have 9 people, oh no, we still got this or this. Me personally, it's a close one. It's a close one. I love Say Anything. I love my own personal party game, Help Wanted. But I think I'm going to go with Cash and Guns 2nd Edition. For my money, when we have 8 players, I just enjoy that game a lot. Super simple to learn, super simple to teach. It's a lot of fun. But Bang the Dice game is a close second. I like that one an awful lot, too. But let me know in the comments below, what is your favorite party game? And I'm sure there's one I forgot that I really enjoy. Let me know in the comments below. And as always, if you enjoyed this content, please be sure to subscribe. Thanks for your time, YouTube. Got that part mixed up.
That was the review for Twistocity. For more reviews and previews, check back at Bowers Game Corner. Porter, Sorner, Shorner, Forner.